lọ́nà so ìgbà tí ó pẹ́ nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí just 5 minutes 10 minutes not just 20 minutes we were just logged in so at a point a gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti lọ so from there la ṣe wá jáde tá à ń kó àwọn ènìyàn lọ sí hospitals àwọn hospitals ìwọ̀nyẹn ti kún St. Louis àti FMC.
Bọ́dà ẹ ṣe a ti máa padà wá báyìí láti báyìí sọ̀rọ̀ wàhálà.
Our people were slaughtered in Ondo, especially the gruesome, violent way they did this to us. I was expecting a genuine reaction, not condolence visit, picture taking, speech giving, money sharing, and that's it until the next one. So that was when I started probing. I told I've told everyone here before, I said, if we all pay attention very well and we just do our best to ignore any kind of biases whatsoever, we realize that what happened to us as a people, right, is completely condoned, enabled by those who are supposed to defend us, protect us, and make us strong in the Union Nigeria. Because I've told you here before, I said that Nigeria is like a project. There are components, parts of this project, which requires everybody's role. But if you are no longer in any way part of a project, right, what are you doing on it? Especially if you are part of a project and you are pretty much not even representing any bloc that pushes you there, which is the situation you have in this rogue criminals who are in charge of Yoruba land. They will be sent away. Don't worry, they will be gone. Because, like I said, they will self-destruct. When they self-destruct and they are weakened, because as Yoruba land is weakened, they themselves are weakened. And we can see how they are pushing them around there, left and right. And they actually have no idea where to go to. Insecurity in Yoruba land started to get out of hand the moment this APC Egbekegbe came into power in Nigeria. And many people, many security experts, they have told us exactly what is going on. Even this government they've shown us that they are the terrorists. But as Yoruba people, when you look inward, even if you want to fight back, you realize that you can't, or you won't be allowed to, because these rogues who wants to be president, who want to be this, who want to be that, in the name of Nigeria, would rather keep what is going on, what is happening to us, to themselves until they are rewarded by Nigeria. Project Nigeria. I was checking with them in Ondo. That attack, that terrorist attack in our exposed Akeredolu's hidden incompetence as well as corruption. You see, he's so vocal when it comes to Amotekun, when it comes to all this political statement about Yoruba, about this and that. As a Kegite, he knows the drill. And as a lawyer, former senior advocate of, as former chairman of NBA, he knows how to use lies. To manipulate you, how to use your situation to manipulate you. And that's exactly what he's doing, but he's not doing a good job. You know what? There is no healthcare in Ondo State. Ondo State, the same Ondo State that Mimiko was celebrating, or people were celebrating Mimiko for the mother and child healthcare in Ondo State. I have, because of what happened, we just discovered that you may not believe this. In Yoruba land, since January, doctors, healthcare workers in Ondo State, they've not been paid. This is June. It may sound so ridiculous to you. Abi, impossible. Possible, maybe some allowances. Guess what? Throughout the last year, right, all the healthcare workers in Ondo State, they collected 30% of their salary. That is Yoruba land, progressive Yoruba land. It will never happen in Yoruba. Yoruba people are too smart. Yoruba people are very focused. Yoruba this and that. I said, listen, when you finish deceiving yourselves, you will begin to say the truth. I mean, you will begin to live that truth. no salary for healthcare workers, have salary for some, and guess what? When this emergency happened, there is no healthcare facility to really take care of the people. You just need to see. It is so bad that I sat somewhere and I was like, okay, it will only take one single attack to make many of you to realize how vulnerable we are in Yoruba land. It is so bad, from what I heard, it is so bad. The economy in Ondo State is so bad that doctors, they abandoned their cars. They couldn't fuel their cars anymore. Many of them couldn't change the tires of their own car. That's how terrible it is in Ondo, under Akeredolu. They said doctors, healthcare workers in Ondo State, some of them will have to trek some miles, like halfway to work, then look for sole roadside lifts to take them to their place of work. And it is, that is not even even all. In Ondo State, they said the economy is so bad that doctors were advising people not to donate blood. People know they eat well. We say if you see Ondo, and it's the same thing in Yoruba land. They have a name for it. Anorexia, and I don't know. Help me. What is the name you have for people who are underfed or they don't eat nutritious food? And as they are, you will never advise them to donate blood, because if they should, the little blood they have is just to keep them living. In Ondo State, so people who rush down to go and donate blood. Anorexia. Yeah, I get photographic memory, but it don't take blood sometimes. Anorexia. I read it somewhere, and it's related to if you know they chop well. Sometimes you may be looking well. You may be looking like they are calling you Odeku, or they are calling you Biggie. Biggie. You this Biggie, if they tap blood from you like this, they visit one pale you. Go hospital. All of the Biggie in Ondo State who went to hospital, they had to turn them back. It's been anemia. They say anemia. You see, it's not anorexia. It's anemia. Biggie Nuya. See, listen, what happened in Ondo State? It will give you the X-ray into what is happening in Yoruba land. People rush down to donate blood. Doctors advise them, no. If we take one spoon from you, you go collapse here. You go join people, we go collect bed. They say a large and huge population of Ondo people, they are anemic. Thank you, Jerry. You see? Thank you, all my people where they here. I they read comments, I they pick the right one. Now I've told you, see, that's the word I've been looking for. The economy is so bad, that the chunk of the population are anemic. Doctors, I pronounce them right. It no even matter. Ideal I need. Ayuba, my brother. Ideal I need. Anemic. And if you go to Ogun State, you go see an RSS. I don't know the meaning. And please don't ask me. I will say it is a secondary version of anemic. Hunger did the land. People are barely surviving under these rogues who call themselves political leaders, governors, senators, this and that in Yoruba land. Those who are chasing power, up and down. People are starving, hungry. Some of them, they watch me right now. But instead of them to channel the energy towards the people who made you become anemic, or an narcissistic, or anything that is wrong with you, that you don't even know. Instead of you to face them, now me you they face, now me they abuse, now me be, wahala. I've been like this for the past 10 years. So one day, I will heal you. My message will heal you. Honestly, I mean no harm to you. I mean nothing to you. But trust me, one day, no matter how strong your madness is in this whole thing that I'm doing, one day, by the power of the temple of truth that has healed many, many people indirectly. One day I will heal you. Abuse me now. Say whatever you like. People will abuse me. When I told them that APC, Egbekegbe, Jihadi, all of una, now for terrorist camp, una go they pick your daughter, your son, everybody. Una go they negotiate human being. This time around, though. They say, shut up your mouth. Look at this idiot. He's sitting down here, he's sitting down abroad. How do you live in Nigeria? Do you know what is going on here? When Nigeria started happening to them, when Bokwari APC, Egbekegbe, started happening to them, they started saying, why don't you come back home and help us do it? So, it concern me. Now, me follow you, choose APC, Egbekegbe, Al-Qaeda People's Congress. Shouldn't me help you choose them? So if you like, abuse me now. One day, I will heal you. And when I heal you, you will come back here and you will come and give testimony. Do you know why they call this place the Temple of Truth? Now people, they find healing here. Even some of you, Mayegun's Diary Politico is your therapy. This boy don't start again. Waiting they talk again. Now so you go sit down with me for another 2 hours, another 1 hour. Waiting this guy they talk again. Now this year boy, what is he saying again? I am your therapy. Nigeria has happened to many, many of you. Depression up left, right, and center. And every day you are praying just for one good news. We'll just get one good news from this country, for God's sake. We don't get one good news from this place. Some of them will not. The people who said, I'll be mumu man, no, I'll be stupid person abusing me 7 years ago. Don't go for this. You're not go kill yourself. You're not go hang yourself. If you do this, you go shut up your mouth. Look at this idiot. Buhari will change Nigeria. Buhari is the future we needed. Blah, 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 blah. And so they when Nigeria started happening to them, they started saying, come back home. Come back to do what? To come and help you face your jihadi. So I know I'm your therapy. So you are welcome. But one day, I will heal you. I don't know. I just thought I should tell you. Because I've had people who came here to say, Ayegun, God bless you. Honestly speaking, I always feel like, da 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 da. It doesn't matter. Yoruba set up Amotekun. After these Yoruba rogues, Yoruba criminals that want us to lay bare flat on the floor, on the ground, on the road, to let them walk over us because they saved us from dying. They saved us by bringing Bokwari. Our people cannot eat good meal anymore. People where they chop self, Nowadays, people know even they ask you, you don't chop. See, have you eaten? If you see anybody that asks you, have you eaten? If you see the way people will react and say, no, sir. Okay, what would you eat? Because that will be the follow-up question. They know they ask person, say you don't chop. I could just tell you, say, see, my brother, me, I won't go crash. If you see food for dream, chop am. Nothing did this also. As we did so, if you want anything, dream am, you go chop am for dream. And there are the people shouting on your mandate, on your this and that, and well, you will get your healing. Yoruba land is under siege. We cannot protect ourselves because we have people that protecting Yoruba land is going to make them lose their own meal tickets. Amotekun was set up for over 1 year now. Nigeria under APC, Egbekegbe. They said Amotekun can only be Olopa, give them Kondo. And to this day, these guys have stolen billions in the last 1 year. I'm talking about, look at Kwara. 2 days ago, they said, this Fulani terrorist attacked the community called K2 community in Kwara State. They killed and kidnapped over 10 people. A day after that, they were in a war. They shot and killed over 100 people. And that same yesterday, meanwhile, 2 days prior to that as well, in Kogi State, there was a bomb blast that ISIS, the terrorists, they have claimed responsibility for. You see, all these attacks are happening in a sequence, one after the other. And as a Yoruba man, ask yourselves, she now money to buy weapons to harm Amotekun? Is that what is the problem? That the Yoruba governors, who knows that the reason why they could not arm Amotekun is because the federal government, the Fulani government of Nigeria, is frowning against it. And they can't protect their people. The police don't answer to them. The army don't answer to them. None of this security, whatever, answer to them. But yet, they are keeping quiet and watch us killed. As they are watching us killed, they can continue to give us a flowery statement and say, we will catch them. Ask a Yoruba governor or ask Akeredolu Ale, how is he going to catch the terrorists? He's going to tell you that he's going to work with Bokwari, the same people that brought this terrorist, the same people that told us to be comfortable with them, the same people that tried to gag us. They called us racist. They called us a tribalist simply because we said we don't want killer Fulani killer herdsmen. On our land, they say we are tribalists, we are racist, we are this and that. When we shout that they have killed our people, they will start planting doubt in our minds. Are you sure they are Fulani terrorists? Are you sure? And then before you know it, a rotten system where the military, the police have been fingered as complicit in the entire old terrorism in Nigeria. Yes, different security experts have given us evidence, facts, that the Nigerian military, the Nigerian police, they are aiding and abetting these criminals. Nigerian government is giving them the leeway. Yes, they do have a program. Yeah, they do. They have a program that if you are a terrorist and you are captured, right, all you have to say that is that you have repented. Once you have repented, right, you become a repentant terrorist. They will give you money. First, they will send you to a rehabilitation camp. They will, train you and all of that. Then they give you money. Then whatever you do with your life, that's yours. Then they will take the pictures, take the camera. That's it. Nobody inside their government can tell you how many, what is the name? What are the names of the terrorists who repented and then they have been rehabilitated? Ask Nigerian government, ask the Attorney General, ask anybody. Give us the list of all the repentant terrorists. They will never give you one. You know why? Because they are the terrorists. Terrorists are pardoned without trial in Nigeria. All these killings that you are seeing, every time somebody is caught, they will tell you, we own this country, this is Nigeria. But a Yoruba governor will tell you, we are doing our best to work with the president, to work with the military. I have spoken to the GOC. He's lying. He's spoken to nobody. And if we ever speak to them as well, they've got nothing to offer him. He knows it. We'll just have to continue dying. And they'll continue to send condolences. Like the ones they had in the palace of the king, whose palace is next to the church. He could be dead, maybe. The king that they eventually visited to commiserate with, right? He could be dead by now if the terrorists chose to go to the palace. They say it's just a stone throw from where they killed over 100 people. But as usual, all talk, no action.
I said Gabes would not to reach all of them. So, Adeda is donating 50 million to take care of the victims. An additional donation of 25 million will go to the Catholic Church for the victims and.
There is nothing to protect Yoruba land. Lagos State alone. Okay, let me put it this way. Lagos State in a year is generating over 400 billion naira on VAT, value added tax alone, in Yoruba land. Yeah, I know. Some of you will say, Mayegu, don't talk like that. It's because Lagos is former federal. See, listen. Lagos is Yoruba land. Okay? And it will always be Yoruba land. If to say the structured agreement of 1957, 1960, and 1960, 63 Republican agreement, it simply means all of us could have developed our regions according to our choosing. You know that. There will be no reason why Lagos will be the only seaport in Nigeria. You know that is deliberate, and that is not the fault of Lagos. It's not the fault of the Yorubas. It is the machination of the owners of Nigeria. Not be only Lagos get water. It's not only Lagos that have access to the Atlantic Ocean. They are telling you that the Igbo people are landlocked. But they are also telling you that they are building a bridge. They call it Second Niger Bridge. Are they building the bridge over deserts? Have you asked yourself why they refuse to dredge River Niger? So I know that it's deliberate. But as it is for now, even if tomorrow they say, if everybody now go his own way and all of that, Lagos will still be making his money. So would all of every part of Yoruba land, rich and wealthy. But let's use the figure we have. Let's use the data we have in order to make the illustration I'm about to make kind of pretty much, explainable or understandable. We can't protect Yoruba people because, number one, all the states in Yoruba land, they are broke, and that is deliberate. They are not allowed to touch any resources under their ground where they are walking on the street that is of gold, but they can't see it because Nigeria had made it so. But look at Lagos. Now, whenever Lagos generates that over 400 billion in a year, do you know what happened to that money? They take it straight to Abuja. They will now bring out a knife. They will now say, this money, as the federal government of Nigeria, we are going to take 51% of the money. They will take it aside. Then they will say, you see the remaining 49% of this year, almost 500 billion. Yeah? We have to share it to all of the 36 states, including you too, Lagos. So at the end of the day, Lagos will generate almost 500 billion in a year. If you now put together how much Lagos collect from that 500 billion in a year, they will barely get up to 100 billion from that money. 400 billion of that money will be shared to every state in Nigeria. How do they share? By population, by numbers of local governments. Now, who takes the largest share? Northern Nigeria. So when they now give the peanut back to these stoogy rogues in Yoruba land, since it's a looting galore, Nigeria is just an enterprise. Go there, shop your own, make a shop my own. Turn by turn Nigeria Limited. They take whatever they can take. Some of them are now, they are taking money for security. They call it security vote. Right? By the time everyone takes his from the money, there will be nothing left for education, nothing left for security, and on and on and on like that. But in order to make it look like they are working, whenever election is coming, then suddenly politicians will begin to donate they will begin to donate vehicles to police to fight crime. Oh, the Lagos state government is going to give the police force 200 cars. So it is that bad that they have now exposed us to what I believe is a state of emergency, put it that way. A state of emergency because it is so obvious that if any terror attack takes place in Yoruba land now, like it happened in Owo, the consequences of that will be so grievous. It will be so grievous to our people in the sense that many people will die, not from the gunshots of not just from the gunshot and every other of the terrorist, but from the lack of medical care from the healthcare facility. There is no morale. People who are supposed to be doing the care work, they themselves, they need care. That is why today things have become so terribly bad that if the report that we have been surrounded and they are only waiting for a signal, if that report is something that we should all take serious now, which I will encourage us, then imagine how are we going to cope with the aftermath of all this terrorist attack? Are we prepared? In a way, our people are ready. When they said people should volunteer to join Amotekun, people volunteered all over Yoruba land. They were ready to defend Yoruba land, protect our people. But when they were inaugurated, the likes of Tinubu said, Lagos doesn't need Amotekun. They have RRS. Now, their RRS, they are well equipped, well armed, and they are doing, this and that. Well, we pray that what happened in Owo will never happen in any part of Yoruba land again, so that they will not put to test your RRS. You get that? I pray it will never happen in Yoruba land again. And look at the rest of Yoruba land, the other states in Yoruba land, where our people are also vulnerable. Ogun State. We have our people in Benin Republic, in Pobe. They didn't go there on their own will. They were forced there by terrorists, the same Fulani terrorists. So our people have the capacity to defend themselves. The last time on this program, I told you, I said, which people have already started doing. Okay. Our people have the capacity to defend themselves or even root these people out of our forest. If our politicians are not going to always stay on their way or continue to shield the terrorists, because, like I said, they exposed us, they weakened us from within, and to us in the diaspora, it has come upon us now that if we fail to react, if we fail to act, this time around, not just to react, but act. Now, I actually offered some suggestions the last time I was here. I said, security business is everybody's business. You know that? Yes, security business is everyone's business. Like what happened in our yesterday, even though I will have sent our condolences and our heart goes still pretty much to our people who got killed. Now, think about those who are their family members, even those of you who are abroad. Now, if you have been one of those who have been sort of, shifting and postponing the time they will go to Nigeria because of the insecurity situation, what happened in our yesterday is enough to now put your conviction to conclusion, right? Your conviction that it's not safe is now kind of confirmed now. But the truth of the matter is that Tinubu will not be able to do anything. They have removed him. They have left him. Okay, it's not going to help. So all of us in the diaspora, we know where we come from. I come from Odobolu. I come from Ijebu Igbo. I am from Ogun State. There are many other people from Ogun State, Yoruba land, right? Who need to retrace back our own different villages and all that. We know one or two people there. Call them, ask them questions. The questions like, what is going on? Tell them information that you know. Offer support. When I say offer support, yes, you can give them monetary support in that your community, encourage them to group themselves enough, and for everyone who probably would love to get what they call this ammunition and different weapons that can help our people to defend and protect themselves. Yeah, there are ways to get all this to our people. But go back to them, talk to them. I am going to do it, and I know you should do the same. Now, when you make a security business your business, my business, right? Gradually, you keep everybody on their toe. Nobody can then deny or lie. Then the next thing is this, all of you security experts, yeah? You see this one thing about this country, which I have learned a lot, is what they call the health and safety prevention before you begin to say you want to cure something. Now, if you make, they say all security is local, which means with our money, all of us in the diaspora, with our money, we can make a huge impact in that our community. You see, when you call them and you encourage them to come together, and you indeed. So with this, we can then build on our cluster system, cluster security system. Cluster security system, right, is simply the kind of a networking security system that allows for individual communities to have a means of communication. Some people are already saying that we should get a general alarm into different towns and communities so that whenever they notice the strange movements of strangers in their forest, they can raise alarm and you can mobilize with all the resources we are going to provide for them, right? They will work hand in hand, yeah. And if communities can work hand in hand, get the regular support they need, we don't need the police. So don't wait for any police in Nigeria and Yoruba land. Don't ever join them to say government should do something. Don't ever join the idea of government should do something now before it is too late. It is already late. We are at war. Politicians will not do anything for us. All of them are going to say, there's something they say about politicians: all talk, no action. And before we continue, just to prevent us to continue picking dead bodies, our dead compatriots, our dead brothers and sisters killed by these cowards, we need to do something then. And when we say do something, people are already doing something. We should just need to build on that. Call your homes, call your people. And on our own part, by the time we launch the Yoruba Rescue Fund, concerned Yorubas all over the world, once we launch that, of course, I won't be telling you to individually just call your people and all of that now. Our program on security, our programs on food security, and our programs on economic support for our people and all that. By the time we launch what we are putting together soon, and we're able to actually succeed with that, this help that our people need will reach them. All of you who are hunters in Yoruba land. Agbára Ọlọ́run, after gbogbo jákujàku tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, mo máa ṣe special program tí mo máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Message yẹn máa wá fún yín directly ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ ọdẹ, retired soldier níyìn ni o, retired ọlọ́pàá níyìn ni o, retired SSS níyìn ni o, gbogbo anywhere tẹ́ bá ti good, tẹ́ ti understand terrain, retired ranger, forest ranger níyìn ni o, whoever you are, a time is coming that this platform, Mayegun's Diary Political, as well as everyone on this platform, will come to you under the with this vehicle we called Yoruba Rescue Fund. Now, Yoruba Rescue Fund and the Yoruba Rescue team who are going to come in and do this, they are going to reach you. We will give you what you need. Yes, we will give you what you want, what you need to keep us safe. But for now, it is better to make a security business all of our business now. Call people back home now. Tell them, and when I say call people back home, I'm not saying you call them to be asking them if they know what is. No. Just call them and ask them that what is going on when it comes to security of our town. What is going on? They will tell you they have security, they have vigilante, they have this and that. Speak to the right people. Encourage them. Give them money. Yes, give them money. A lot of it. Please, whatever you have to encourage them, please do it. And once we begin to see that now, so you see, by the time the Yoruba Rescue Fund comes online, and we have access to what we need as resources, we will just build on what you are doing. And this is why I said security business is our business, and we can't wait anymore. Pick up that phone, talk to somebody from your hometown, wake them up, encourage them, and while we continue to mount pressure on the politically correct crooks who have been taking advantage of us, who believe that once they come out to continue to tell us that they are working with Boko Haram, they are doing this and that with this and that, you should know we no longer believe. We never believed them, but a lot of people will have to stop believing them. You know that? Yes, a lot of people will have to stop believing them. Because when they tell you that they are working on this to bring the perpetrators to book. Of course, they are not working on anything. There is no perpetrator being brought to book. As our people were mourning, our people were crying, our people were finding the bodies of their loved ones in Ass Old Rock. This is what they were doing last night.
Consultative meeting this evening. You have met the Vice President, the Excellency President of the Senate. There will be the topic part of the evening. So, Your Excellency, Mr. President, you kindly on the platform of the party. And tonight, Your Excellency, the governors, different stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Femi Okono additional reading that welcome address and all of that stuff while the people are for war. Yes. I'm going to open my line tonight. I know it's going to be so crazily busy. I mean, the line is open. If you want to call in, it's a WhatsApp call only, okay? So you see the number on your screen, and that number is WhatsApp call only. So if you call in, you will speak to me right here in this studio. But before we do that, I'm going to go make a cup of tea again. My cup is empty. See? So empty. So what I'm going to do is that, and while we do that, while we wait, I want you to, take a moment. If you haven't really dropped your own offering, like the video. When I get back, we'll begin to hear from the audience. Hello there.
Hey, Marego.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I think I'll say I'm a kind of lucky today.
Well, I'm also in luck. I mean, you are my first caller, and you are calling in, when it's the most busy. So it must be so lucky, I would say.
Yeah. I've tried several days, but I couldn't get through.
I know, it's always so busy.
Yeah, the topic in discussion is very important today.
That's right.
Yesterday was very disturbing among all the disturbing days we have been having in Nigeria. You know, the thing here is the truth of the matter is, until all of us come to that point of understanding that Nigeria has failed, I think this thing will not stop. I listened to that prelate. One thing that annoys me with all these people is very simple. He summarized all the narration by calling on the same sponsors of the terrorists to do something decisive. You see how stupid people can be. You are calling on the people that you yourself accuse the military of collaborating, and you are calling the same military to come and do something decisive. Is that not madness?
It is so.
So what I'm trying to say this night is this. For Yoruba people now to get this thing right, they should stop listening to all these intellectuals and affiliates.
I like that word, the intellectuals.
You shouldn't listen to them, because I read where the reviled monarch Ondo was saying something Yoruba cannot be overrun. All these things are mere useless political statements they keep on making.
It's all talk, no action, of course. Just flowery
statements. That is the analysis you did is just that. My reason for calling is simply to add my voice to tell the ordinary Yoruba man and woman. The same thing goes to ordinary Nigerian on the street, ordinary Igbo man, ordinary John man, ordinary Sikh man, to come to that realization that all these so-called elites, all these so-called politicians, as they call them leaders, I don't call them leaders, they are only concerned with one thing: power and money. It doesn't matter the portfolio they are holding. It doesn't matter. How can you tell me Yoruba land will not be overrun?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, grand.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. So the thing is just crazy. It's just very, very, very disturbing that it gets to this point. Over 100 people that went to wash are being killed just like that. And the truth is this. I don't know if it is hypnotization or something that happened tonight, or this poverty they have so much weaponized that people's mind, it doesn't reason. People don't reason very well again. The same thing you did yesterday, you see one result. The same thing you are still believing that is going to be fine. I don't know what is wrong with people. They told you we will fix it. They kill somebody. Look at, for example, Deborah.
Yeah.
They killed Deborah in Sokoto. From that day they killed Deborah, the same incident have happened somewhere.
They nearly killed somebody else as well in that same Sokoto just after Deborah.
Okay.
Now they burnt another person in Abuja about 4 days ago or 3 days ago. Yeah, for blasphemy.
Same thing. I mean, the same thing is just repeating in a space of 1 month or thereabout. And you still believe that somebody is going to do something to fix it. My brother, it's very ridiculous. So all I'm saying, I'm not interested in who said what, the politicians. No, all I'm saying is this.
We are
for
on
us,
our own.
We are on our own. It is because if I'm in Nigeria, to be honest with you, my brother, if I am in Nigeria, I will have my own God. If I'm driving, I will have it in my car. Because it's not a question of you are praying, you will be where you are praying and they will kill you. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Look at that. So everybody needs to come to, because these governors can never. I listened to the idiot that said it's as a state governor. I read something, they said he issued some statement. He told Fulani terrorists in our forest to vacate. Imagine the stupid comment.
Like, you have to vacate. But you know, one thing is that I think if you also look at that declaration, right, you will also realize that he said he can no longer guarantee the safety of the Fulanis who are settling in that forest, which means probably he now knows that he can no longer stop at the ESN from going after them. Like, he said, I can't guarantee your safety, he said.
Yes, definitely he knows because you know, all of us we have our elasticity limit. There's a way you push somebody, you bring out the beast in that person. Already, people have gotten to their elasticity. So the governor is being diplomatic, but all I'm saying is that they know the truth. I'm not concerned about them because they are only interested in their office. They are only interested in that money they are milking. They are not interested in the people. They are not. I'm not removing any, even the so-called religious leader. I'm a Catholic, I'm a preacher, but listen to me, the truth is that even the church has failed. How can you tell me we have all the church clergy? Every time Catholic Bishop of Nigeria will gather and all they will do is to issue statements. That is absolute nonsense. Bishop Tutu, he was a bishop. He was a bishop for crying out loud. He was on the street of South Africa fighting for liberation of people. Martin Luther Jr., was he not a reverend?
He was a
All these people, we have had so many clergy people that fought. All we have in Nigeria setting is the so-called big pastors and priests, bishops. All they do is sit down in one table, come on their pulpit, shout, oh, this, blah, blah. My brother, I'm a religious person, but I need to be very honest.
There's always a limit to common sense and then what is logical. I like that.
Yeah, that cannot, because that doesn't make any sense. Pope issue statement. This person issue with statement solve the problem. You're talking to nomadic Fulani terrorists. They have one agenda to further the Usman agenda. It's no longer hidden. I will round up with something, Maegun.
Yes, sir.
You remember let Dr. Malasia, Obadiah, I think Malasia or something.
Malasia, yes.
You remember what he said when he was alive?
I do.
Because Nigerians, we have short memory. I remember the man pointed it out vividly that from their own intel, that these people are bringing war starting from 2022.
He said it.
And now when you look at the trajectory of this attack, you now agree with me that they are no longer hiding. It is now very clear. They are now coming out clearly to do whatever they have planned.
Thank you so much.
Now,
let me take another call too. You know, I've got a lot of people on the line there. Be my first
Thank
caller.
you so
So we've stretched it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You have a good one, sir. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, again, I have another person on the line. I hope we'll manage our time so that we'll have a lot of people to chip in their own opinion tonight. Okay. So let's go to this another caller there. Hello there.
All right. This is my brother.
One name.
Number. Yeah, that's Osita.
How are you, Osita?
Great, my brother. We are in a perilous moment.
Perilous month.
Well, yes, the perilous time, and either anybody likes it or not, Nigeria has gotten to the state of anarchy, where there's no rules, there's no laws anymore. No rules, no laws anymore. And believe me, I have always prayed for this time because I believe that without this time, people will not see the handwriting on the wall. People will not be able to read. They will be dumb and deaf, whereby some people are crying, especially the people this situation is affecting badly. Because if I look at myself, I cater for, just me alone, I cater for more than 50 people in my family. Just me alone. And so I believe that somebody like you, a lot of people in diaspora, yes, and the few people who is at home that has money, that is the way they feel the impact as well. You know, like I have said, and I'll keep saying it. that this is for us. This is salvation. We'll learn how to personalize this salvation, this information that we receive. I wouldn't want a situation whereby I will wait for somebody to now tell me it's time to move. After all, it's one of them that told us that it's time for us to defend ourselves, to arm ourselves. Is there anything wrong in gathering? If they look for you outside, they didn't find you outside, they will come to your house and look for you.
I know that.
It happened in Abuja just yesterday.
In a gated community, an estate.
In a gated community. I know that particular place. In a gated community. All these ones, like the last caller said that, oh, you will have God and you will work. No, it doesn't work that way. If they don't find you outside, they will look for you inside your house. All these things that we are seeing now, we have passed a time of surprisation. According to Zebediah, it has passed a time of surprisation.
Do you know why what later Obadiah, what he said, how I have been thinking about that and I have not been feeling myself? He said they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. And you see, when they walk into a church, right, and they murder worshippers in Yoruba land, and if the Yorubas now go after, as you know, as it will be, they go after the people who are like northerners in Yoruba land. What will happen after that? The northerners will also go after the southerners in the north. Is that not a precursor to civil war that Obadiah said?
Oh, okay. That was exactly the true picture. And secondly, was it not over this last week that we had that the Fulanis in Africa, they had a kind of convention in Abuja.
I swear to God, it was about 4 days ago. Yes, in Abuja, they converged. Yes. And they converged because of insecurity in Nigeria.
Yes. Which nobody said anything about. Something happened in Abuja. Another one happened in Kwara. They didn't report that one very much because of the one of Owo is more. So they didn't. Almost everywhere something happened last week, but they did not record it because of what happened in the war. That one was the greater picture. So look at it in Abia State. The crazy motherfucker that is the governor in Abia State saying that Fulani people should vacate their forest, that they can no longer guarantee. So you have been guaranteeing them before of their safety in the forest. Did you see that statement?
I get that.
Did you gather that statement? That means you have been guaranteeing them their safeness. You know that they are in Abia State, but now you said you can no longer guarantee.
Do you think we are getting to that stage where they will begin to tell northerners to go back to the north, easterners go back to southerners go back to the south? Do you think we are approaching that stage again?
I am telling you, mark my word, before November this year, we will get to that particular point. Because you know, at the beginning, it was marketing they started with. They moved to guns. They moved to rocket launchers. Now they are using bombs. I know you. I hope you understand that right now. That everywhere they go to, they use grenades. They use bombs. Now they don't just market people anymore. That's to tell you that we are getting closer and closer and closer. Look at a place like Lagos, whereby you have every ethnic group in Nigeria, but one particular people withstood the police in Lagos, and what they did was to cover up that story, and they didn't talk anything about it anymore. Nobody could arrest them. Nobody could do anything to them. I am telling you, if we understand this jihad that is coming, even the predominantly Fulani Nigerians, they themselves will become a victim when the time comes.
A lot too.
Because let me tell you what is going on.
Tell us.
These people came all the way from every part of Africa that they are Fulani to fulfill the dreams of Usman Danfodio that said Nigeria, which is Sokoto, is their caliphate. Now, when they poured in, I would not, just think about it, I would not be coming from a desert ground in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in Niger Republic, in Chad, in all those places, and you tell me that when I come to Nigeria, the so-called caliphate, they tell me that I should remain in the north. That same north that is the same thing, like the same topography,
like
where I am coming from. So what do you expect? They want to go where they have green grass. They are now marauding the whole of South. And they found out that the South, and there are people in the North tell